Okay, so today's piece is a bass piece by Jacob Druckman called Valentine, and I'm really excited to share it. And I don't even think I'll be using OBS today. I'm just gonna record this on my phone and edit it tomorrow or something. But yeah, I have a physical score, and I was just looking at it now because I have time, and I figured I might as well just share it because I don't know. I don't want to wait around and do it tomorrow. Here's a score. This thing was written in 1969, and it's a very gaudy looking front cover. This is like landscape tabloid paper. It doesn't get much more 60s than this. So if you just look at the score, it is like almost Lockman levels of detailed, and there's a lot of extended techniques going on. There's like on this first page, it's mostly pizzicato playing and playing with a timpani mallet and some vocal stuff. I don't think there's any bowed notes on this first page, and it's all in measured out in seconds. You can see at the top there. Here's sort of the way that he lays out his performance notes. So he has a nice big note at the start. Then he shows you how the staff is read. So you have the time, what he calls analog notation. You have the time in seconds at the top. There's a small like 75% scale staff for the voice, and it's male voice or low voice the whole time. Then you have the normal staff for pitch stuff, and then you have this 2-line staff at the bottom, which is all the stuff that is below the bridge, and there's then a ledger line for the body of the bass. And here, any like circular note head that's unfilled is bowed. If it's filled in, it's pizzicato, which is most of the notes. And there's rhythmically, it's a bit flexible. It's sort of like a Barrio sequenza kind of proportional notation stuff. You got all these techniques here. Square note heads are for timpani stick stuff, and triangle note heads are for like slamming your left hand finger down onto the fretboard. And then he has like some specific techniques. This one here with the angled, I don't know how to describe it. I mean, all three of these are interesting, but one of them in the middle here is like inserting the timpani stick between two of the strings and then rapidly alternating between them. So that's a cool little notation. It stood out when I was reading this. You're going to have some IPA stuff for the voice. All of these sounds are very pronounceable in English, except for maybe the glottal stop. And yeah, there's like some vocal stuff there. You have to remember, double bass is not a particularly loud instrument, and these are not particularly loud effects, but that actually works really well with an untrained voice. I mean, it's all just very cool. I'm even noticing on the first page here that there's like an instruction in the score that you have to read out loud, and it's kind of meta. That's what kind of made me want to revisit this immediately, because it's just such a funny thing to ask the performer to do, also right in the beginning of the piece. And now the whole thing is not that many pages. It's maybe like 8 pages of score, but it's just so dense with notation that you really don't have the option of sight reading it. You really have to kind of learn it. You got to learn the thing. And the whole thing's about 9 minutes. So I'm going to give this a listen. I encourage you to click on that link in the video description and listen to it yourself. And if you're a bassist, hopefully this really inspires you. I'll see you in 10. Okay, so my thoughts on this one, just quickly listening through it with the score. It's really theatrical. I like how theatrical it is and the use of the voice throughout the piece. And I like that that sort of like theatrical speaking stuff, and how it fits the form of the piece. Really well notated. It's kind of like a gold mine of techniques, and out of the pieces we've listened to so far in the series, it's the most bassy. Like, I felt like these techniques were really tailored to the instrument and performer, and they just seamlessly bled into one another. You know, there was like this really nice marriage of different techniques, and the physicality of it was really cool. It just looked incredibly fun and rewarding to play, and sounded like it. And I think this is a strong contender for the most interesting bass piece in the series, and it's like almost the oldest one, or it might be the oldest one. Yeah, it's 1969, so I think it's a really, really original work, and you don't hear stuff like this every day. So if you're writing for solo bass, I feel like this is a must listen. And yeah, I didn't really go over Druckman's bio. I'll just leave that to you, because I think this is the only score of his I have. I actually got this score in a free bin of a library, like a music library. Otherwise, I don't think I ever would have came across it. So it's kind of a nice discovery, and maybe I should get more into Jacob Druckman's music. I'm not sure. By the sound of this piece, he probably has a lot of good percussion stuff, I would imagine. So yeah, that's that one. The last piece in the series is going to be a piece for bass and electronics to sort of make up for the lost piece, the Julio Estrada piece. I couldn't find a recording, so we're going to go listen to some Yoshihiro Kano to meet the 5 pieces that I promised. And that'll be it for the bass series.